Welcome to Planbook.com. In this video, I'll tell you about the standards features and show you how to use them. The standards features allow you to relate standards to your lessons, and then generate reports on your standards. Let's walk through an example. Let's start with a new Planbook and just a couple of classes, but no lessons or standards yet. To enter a lesson and relate a standard, we start by clicking the Math class on the date we'd like to edit. Now we enter some lesson text, and then click the Standards tab. We click the Add Standards button to access the list of available standards. Here we select the state, local, or national standards. We'll select the Common Core, the grade for, and the subject mathematics to get the list that we need. Now we click to select the standard and click Apply to relate it to the lesson. Lastly, we click Apply to save the lesson and the standard. Now let's add a lesson and standard for our language class. We click the class, enter our lesson text, and then click the Standard tab. Now we click Add Standards. The Common Core and Grade 4 are pre-selected, but we need to change the subject to language. And let's also narrow the standards to the category Knowledge of Language. In this case, let's click to select two standards. Now we click Apply to relate the standards, and then Apply to save the lessons and standards. Now let's check out the standards reporting feature. We start by clicking the Go To button and select the Standards option. The criteria at the top provide you the controls for what standards you want to view. In our example, let's start with the Common Core, Grade 4, all subjects, all categories, for the entire date range for our school year. Click View to generate the report. The report displays all the Common Core Grade 4 standards and a column for how many lessons we've taught for each standard. We can click the Times Taught header to sort the report and quickly find the standards we've taught. Now we see the 3 standards we've added in our lesson plan. We can narrow our report down by changing the criteria. Let's change the subject to language and the category to Knowledge of Language and click View. Now we see a more specific report of the standards. That's the basics of adding and reporting standards in your Planbook. But here are a few related items. Let's return to our Planbook view. Now, you can control the standards information you see in your Planbook view using the Items button. Click to clear or select the standard ID or the standard description to control whether to display. Also, Planbook.com has a My List feature that allows you to create and add your own standards or items, such as objectives you have for a subject or a unit, or state or local standards that have not yet been added to Planbook's built-in standards. To create your own standards or items, click the Go To button and select My List, and then click Add Item. Here we enter a unique ID and description, and then click Apply. Now let's return to the Planbook view and open a lesson window. From here, we click the My List tab, click Add Items, select our item, and click Apply to relate the item, and then Apply to save the lesson. If you have standards you would like added to Planbook's shared standards, or have any other questions, please send an email to support@planbook.com or call us at 888-205-5528. Thank you.